Hi students, this is Swarnadeepa. Today we are going to see properties of multiplication. Okay, already we have seen addition of integers and properties of addition, then subtraction of integer and then properties of subtraction, and I explained you exercise 1.1 and also 1.2 in my previous videos. Okay, now we are going to see properties of multiplication with suitable examples. Okay, now there are 5 properties for multiplication. So first one is closure property, commutative property, associative property, multiplicative identity and distributive property. Already we have seen closure property for addition and subtraction, commutative property for addition and subtraction, associative property also for addition and subtraction, multiplicative identity. That is the same we have seen for additive identity. Addition of integers we have seen additive identity. But here we are going to see multiplicative identity. And the last one is distributive property. This one is a new property. So I will explain you clearly with an example, suitable example. Okay. Now the first property is closure property. Okay. So if we are assuming the value of A as -2 and value of B as 3. Okay. So we are multiplying A into B. Okay. Since we are doing the properties for multiplication, our operation should be multiplication here. So A into B. We are multiplying this given two integers A and B. A into B is equal to the value of A is -2 and the value of B is 3. So if we are multiplying, we should know about the rules. Okay, already I explained you the rule in my previous video. Again, shall we recall the rule now? So for multiplication and division, the rule are same. Okay, so here same sign means we have to write plus, different sign means we have to write minus. Okay, that is the only thing we have to do. The operation should be same. Okay, if multiplication is given means we have to multiply. If division is given means we have to divide. Okay, so here multiplying 2 and 3. 2 3s are 6. And different sign, we have different sign, so I have written minus here. Okay, so my answer is -6, which I am assuming this -6 to be C. Okay, so now closure property says if A and B are integers, then C, that is A into B, is also an integer. So this says that multiplication of integers satisfies closure property. Okay, is it clear, children? Next property is commutative property. Okay, so for commutative property also we are assuming A as -2 and B as 3. Okay, now we are going to find out A into B and we are going to find out B into A also. Okay, so here A into B. A into B means A value is -2 and B value is 3. We are multiplying these two integers. So 2 3s are 6. Different sign, so we have written -6. Is it clear? So same thing we are going to find out B into A. Okay, B into A means B value is 3 and A value is -2. So multiplying 3 2s are 6. Different signs, so I have written minus here. So shall we compare these two now? Okay, so while comparing these two expressions, A into B and B into A, we can say that A into B is equal to B into A. Here we have changed the order of the integers. Already we have seen in addition of integer. Okay, just recall that, children. So in addition of integers properties we used plus. Okay, addition as operation A plus B and B plus A. Here we are using A into B and B into A. Okay, so now this property says if A and B are integers, then A into B is equal to B into A. If the order of the integers changes, then there is no change in the value of the product of that integers. Okay, is it clear? So if the order is changed, it doesn't change the value of the product. Okay, product means multiplication, so we can say like that. Okay, if the order of the numbers are changed, it doesn't change the value of the product. Is it clear? So now closure, that is already closure property satisfies multiplication of integers. Now we proved that Commutative property also satisfies multiplication of integers. Next, associative property. Okay. Whenever we are doing associative property, we have to take three integers, right? So here I have taken A, B and C. I am assuming the value of A as minus 3, B as 2 and C as minus 1. So we are going to prove this associative property for multiplication. Okay. So for whenever we are doing associative property, we use three integers. Am I correct? And also we should know that associative property means you should remember that word regrouping. Am I correct? So grouping, here B and C are grouped together and here we are grouping A and B together. Is it clear? So now we have to find out A into B into C. Okay, here B and C are grouped together. Okay, likewise I have substituted the value here, minus 3 for A and 2 for B and minus 1 for C. Okay, while doing this while solving these things, we have to notice that we have to solve the numbers inside the bracket first. Since you know BODMAS, we have to solve the bracket first. So inside the bracket we have 2 into minus 1. Am I correct? So 2 into minus 1. So 2 ones are 2, different sign, so minus. So minus 2 here and this minus 3 will come down. Okay. Now we have two integers. So 3 2s are 6. Same sign, so plus. Likewise we have to solve A into B into C. Here A and B are grouped together. So here we have to solve minus 3 and 2 first and then we have to take minus 1. First I am solving these two numbers. So 3 2s are 6. Different sign, so I have written minus. So minus 6. Now we have minus 6 into minus 1. So 6 ones are 6. Same sign, so plus. So after solving these two expressions, we can conclude that A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Right? Both these expressions are same. Okay. So we can say that if A, B and C are integers, then A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. Right. So this is our associative property. So multiplication of integers satisfies associative property. So whenever we are doing associative property, you should remember that keyword regrouping. Okay. So now multiplicative identity. Already we know the meaning for the word identity. What is the meaning for identity? I explained you already in properties of addition, right? So what is meant by identity? Identity means adayalam. I told you already, right? So while doing addition, if we are adding any number to the given number, that identity should not change, I said. The same thing here also, if we are multiplying any number to the given number, the identity of that number should not change. For example, here the multiplicative identity is 1. I think you all know that if we are multiplying any number by 1, the value is the same number only. Am I correct? You know this property already, but still that is known as multiplicative identity. So 1 is the multiplicative identity. For example, if I am multiplying 1 with 5 means the value of 5 will not change and our answer will be 5 only. The same thing for all the integers. If I am multiplying minus 3 into 1, the value is minus 3. The value of this integer does not change. Okay, so that's why we are calling this 1 as multiplicative identity. Okay. Now we are going to see distributive property. Okay, here there are two different types in distributive property. Distributive property only holds for multiplication of integers. Okay, here distributive property over addition and distributive property over subtraction. Okay, these two things are there. So if they have given distributive property for addition, means the expression will be, that the equation will be like this: A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Likewise, distributive property over subtraction means A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. Here plus, and the answer here also the operation is plus. If in the question here the operation is minus, means in the answer this operation will be minus. Okay. So how they proved this property? Let me explain you that. So in this video I am going to give you example for distributive property over addition only. Distributive property over subtraction you can do it on your own. Okay, it is very easy only. I'll give you the values for A, B and C. You can try it on your own. Okay, for distributive property of over addition, what we have to do is see A into B plus C, right? So what they have done here is A into B. Okay, A into B, A into B here, and the center operation is plus, again A into C. Okay, these things, that is the method they used here. So A into B plus A into C. Same here also, A into B minus, here the operation is minus, so minus A into C. Okay, likewise they found out this equation. But now I am going to explain you this distributive property over addition with a suitable example. Now I am going to explain you distributive property over addition with an example. Okay. So here I have taken A as minus 2, B as 3 and C as minus 1. Okay. What we are going to do is, already we have seen the equation for distributive property, that is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. So I have taken A into B plus C this side and A into B plus A into C separately, and I found out the value for both the expressions. Okay, let us find out the value for this expression. So A value is minus 2, B value is 3 and C value is minus 1. So inside the bracket we have to solve first. So I am solving this first. So 3 and minus 1 we have to add. Already we know the rule for addition. Same sign means we have to add, different sign means we have to subtract, and finally we have to write the greatest number sign. Is it clear? So same thing we are going to use here. So here it's different sign, so we have to subtract. Subtracting I got 2. Greatest number sign here is plus, so plus 2. So minus 2 will come as it is. Now we have to multiply these two numbers. The operation is multiplication here. So what is the rule for multiplication? Same sign means plus, different sign means minus. So here different sign, so we have written, I have written minus here. 2 2s are 4. Okay. Now coming to the next side, A into B plus A into C. So I have substituted the value for A as minus 2, B as 3, A as minus 2, B, C as minus 1. So we have to multiply first, this bracket, inside the bracket first. So 2 3s are 6, different sign, so minus. 2 1s are 2, same sign, so plus. So here the operation is plus, addition. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to use addition rule. So different sign we have to subtract. Subtracting I got the answer as 4. Greatest number sign is minus. Shall we compare these two expressions now? So after concluding, that is after comparing these two expressions, we can conclude that A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Since these two values are equal, we are equating these two expressions together. Okay. So I got the answer. This is your distributive property. Okay. Distributive property says if A, B and C are integers, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. That is your distributive property. Is it clear? Using the properties of multiplication, we are going to do some problems related to that properties. Okay. So now I am going to explain you example 1.21 in page number 19. Okay. It says R minus 42 into minus 7 and minus 7 into minus 42 equal. Mention the property. After seeing the problem itself, you can say the property. Am I correct? If you are thorough with the properties, you can say the answer directly, but we should not write the answer directly. We have to write the steps. Okay. We have to write appropriate steps and then only we have to say the property. Okay. After seeing the question itself, we can say this is of the form A into B and B into A. Am I correct? If we are assuming this as A and this as B, we can say this as B and this as A. Okay, here the operation is multiplication. So what they are asking, A into B and B into A are equal. Is it clear? So the operation is multiplication. Already we have seen the property that if A and B are integers, then A into B is equal to B into A. Okay. If the order of the integers changes, there should not be any change in the value of the product. Already we have seen, right? So same thing, we are going to do the problem using appropriate steps, and then only we have to write the answer. But already you might have known the property. What property it belongs to? Yes, it is commutative property. Finally, we can write the answer. Now, we have to find out the values and we have to prove that it is equal first. Okay, so okay, I have taken this as A and the second integer as B. So, minus 42 into minus 7. I'm going to find out the value. I'm splitting this into 2 and I'm going to find out the value for the right hand side separately. Okay. So now we can multiply these two numbers. Both have same sign. So plus. Okay, we have to multiply 42 by 7. Shall we do it? 7 2s are 14. 7 4s are? Tell me the answer. 7 4s are 28. 28 plus 1 is 29. So 294. Okay, shall we find out the other side now? So here also same. Different sign. Sorry, same sign plus. Multiplying 7 into 42, 294. So what we can say? We can say minus 42 into minus 7 is same as minus 7 into minus 42. Okay, they are equal. So the property is, which property? Commutative property. So you have to write the answer like this. Commutative property. Okay. This is clear. Shall we go for the next problem? So now example 1.22. Okay. This problem says prove that minus 2 into 3 into minus 4 is equal to minus 2 into 3 into minus 4. Okay. After seeing this problem itself, you can say that this problem belongs to associative property. Already we proved that associative property satisfies multiplication of integers. Am I correct? So here they told us to prove. What we have to prove? Enna prove pannu nama? This side is equal to that side. Appdin prove pannu. Is it clear? So let me take this side as left hand side and this side as right hand side. Okay. While writing, while facing this, we can say that this is my left hand side and this is my right hand side. Am I correct? So same thing we will be following. Okay. In short, we can take left hand side as LHS and right hand side as RHS. So here we have to prove LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. LHS is separate expression. We can take it separately. And RHS is separate equation, that is expression. We have to take it separately and solve both the things separately, and we have to find out whether it is equal or not. But here they told us to prove. Okay. So we have to say whether this expression is equal to that expression or not. Is it clear? So shall we do it now? So now I am splitting this into 2. So this side I am going to find out the left hand side answer and right hand side answer here. Okay. So the left hand side is minus 2 into 3 into minus 4. So we have to solve the numbers inside the bracket first. So 2 3s are 6. So different sign minus into this minus 4 I am writing as it is. Now 6 and minus 4 both have same sign. So plus 6 4s are 24 is my answer for left hand side. Shall we find out the value for right hand side now? So minus 2 into 3 into minus 4. Am I correct? Okay. Now I am going to find out the value for the integers inside the bracket. So minus 2 into 3 4s are 12. Different sign, so minus. Okay, so here same sign, so plus 2 into 12. 2 12s are 24. So now we have to compare the left hand side with the right hand side. After comparison, we can come to the conclusion that these two are equal. Left hand side value is plus 24 and right hand side value is also 24. So we can say LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. Hence, proved. Right. We proved LHS is equal to RHS. So we have to write the answer as hence proved. Okay.